Ever pondered how the plant kingdom exhibits such a stunning range of forms and structures? Welcome to the fascinating and intricate world of plant morphology and anatomy, where every leaf, bark, and seed tells a captivating story of nature's design. Let's start our journey with a broad overview. Picture a plant. What do you see? Perhaps the first things that come to mind are the verdant leaves, the robust bark, or the delicate flowers. But there's so much more to a plant than meets the eye. Every part of a plant, from its leaflets to its subterranean organs, plays a critical role in its survival and reproduction. Leaves, the primary food factories of a plant, capture sunlight to produce food through a process called photosynthesis. They come in an array of shapes and sizes, from the wide, flat leaves of a lily to the slender needles of a pine. Barks, the protective armor of a plant, shield the inner workings of the plant from pests, diseases, and environmental stress. They also serve as a conduit for nutrients and water, allowing them to move up and down the plant. Moving on to the heart of a plant, its wood, we find a complex network of xylem and phloem that transport water, nutrients, and sugars between the roots and the leaves. Then there are the inflorescences and flowers, the reproductive powerhouses of a plant, responsible for producing seeds and ensuring the continuation of their species. Fruits, the mature ovaries of flowers, protect the seeds and aid in their dispersal, while the seeds themselves carry the genetic blueprint of the plant, ready to sprout into a new plant when conditions are right. Last but not least, we have the subterranean organs like roots, tubers, and bulbs, which anchor the plant to the ground, store nutrients, and absorb water and minerals from the soil. Understanding these structures is not just crucial for botanists, but also for plant enthusiasts, gardeners, and anyone who appreciates the beauty and complexity of nature. Dive in with us as we unravel the enigma of plants from top to root. Imagine a plant without leaves. Hard, right? Let's commence our journey with leaves and tops. When we think of herbs, leaves and tops are what first come to mind. These vibrant green components are not just for show, they serve pivotal roles in a plant's life. Leaves, with their wide, flat surfaces, are the main site for photosynthesis, the process where energy from sunlight is converted into food for the plant. They are like the plant's solar panels, capturing energy and powering life. On the other hand, the tops of herbs, often called the apex, are the control centers for growth. They release hormones that regulate the plant's development, directing where and when it should grow. It's like the plant's inbuilt GPS, navigating its journey through life. So as you can see, leaves and tops are more than just pretty parts of a plant. They are the heart and brain, fueling growth and guiding the way. Next, we'll peel the layers of another significant part of plants, the bark. Have you ever wondered why trees have barks, or what lies beneath the bark? Well, let's delve into that. The bark, or the skin of a tree, plays a crucial role in the tree's survival. It serves as a protective shield against external damage, whether it's from insects, extreme weather, or even fire. But that's not all. The bark is also a lifeline for the tree. It houses a network of phloem, tiny tubes that transport nutrients from the leaves to the rest of the tree. So, you can think of the bark as a tree's kitchen delivery service, sending food where it's needed most. Now, let's peel back the bark and explore the wood. Wood, essentially, is the tree's skeleton, providing the structural support needed to reach towards the sky. It's made up of xylem, another network of tubes, but these are responsible for moving water and minerals from the roots to the leaves. Now that you've got the bark of the matter, let's move on to the beautiful world of flowers. Flowers are more than just beauty to our eyes, they play a crucial role in plant reproduction. Let's delve into the marvelous world of inflorescences and flowers. Inflorescences are clusters of flowers arranged on a stem. They come in various forms, from the simple solitary flower of a tulip to the complex compound umbel of a carrot flower. These arrangements are not arbitrary. They are meticulously organized to maximize pollination. Now, let's turn our attention to the flowers themselves, nature's masterpieces. Each flower, regardless of its size or color, is a marvel of precision and function. The four main parts of a flower are the sepals, petals, stamens, and carpels. The sepals, often green, protect the flower bud before it blooms. The petals, with their vibrant colors and alluring scents, act as billboards to attract pollinators. The stamens are the male reproductive organs made up of an anther, where pollen is produced, and a filament, which supports the anther. The carpels or pistils are the female reproductive organs composed of an ovary, style, and stigma. The ovary houses the ovules, which once fertilized develop into seeds. The style is a slender stalk that connects the ovary to the stigma, which catches pollen. The cycle of life begins with pollination. It transpires when pollen from a stamen lands on a stigma. This initiates a process called fertilization, where the sperm cell in the pollen joins with the egg cell in the ovule. From this union, a seed is formed. Flowers, therefore, are not just for show. They are complex structures that facilitate plant reproduction. They draw in pollinators, protect reproductive cells, and ensure the production of the next generation of plants. So, the next time you behold a flower, remember you're not just looking at a thing of beauty, but a testament to the intricate and incredible processes of life. From the bloom of flowers, we now transition to the fruits they yield. Fruits and seeds are nature's gift to ensure the survival of the plant species. But how do they do it? Well, let's embark on this fascinating journey of how nature ensures the continuity of green life. After the bloom of the flower, the fertilized ovules within the ovary grow and develop into seeds, while the ovary itself matures into a fruit. This fruit, in its myriad forms and flavors, serves as a protective enclosure for the seeds, aiding in their dispersal far and wide. Now, let's talk about the different types of fruits. Some of you might be surprised to learn that not all fruits are sweet and juicy. Fruits are broadly classified into three categories: simple, aggregate, and multiple. Simple fruits like peaches and pears develop from a single ovary and typically house a single seed or pit. Aggregate fruits like strawberries form from a single flower with multiple ovaries, each producing a small fruit. Multiple fruits like pineapples and figs result from the merging of several flowers, each with their own ovary. Moving on to seeds, these tiny powerhouses are the future generations of plants. Each seed contains an embryo, a miniature plant in a dormant state, along with a food supply to sustain it during germination. Seeds can be as small as the poppy seeds sprinkled on your morning bagel, or as large as the hefty coconut. They can be dispersed by various means, including wind, water, and animals. Some seeds even have wings or parachutes to carry them away to new locations. The survival of a plant species depends largely on the successful dispersion and germination of its seeds. This is why some plants have evolved to produce fruits that are appealing to animals. The animals eat the fruit and later excrete the seeds, often at a considerable distance from the parent plant. This ensures a wider distribution and a greater chance of survival. After exploring the world above ground, it's time to delve beneath the surface. Beneath the soil lies a world of unseen activity where plants store nutrients and produce unorganized drugs. This subterranean universe is teeming with life and function, and today we're going to delve into the fascinating world of roots, tubers, and rhizomes. Firstly, roots. These are typically the first part of the plant to emerge from a seed. They anchor the plant in the soil, absorb water and nutrients, and store food. But did you know that some roots are also adapted for other functions? For instance, the mangrove's aerial roots help the plant breathe in waterlogged soil, while the carrot's taproot stores food for the winter. Next, let's talk about tubers and rhizomes. Often confused, these two have distinct roles in plant survival. Tubers, like potatoes, are swollen parts of the stem or root packed with nutrients. They're a plant's way of surviving harsh conditions and regrowing when the time is right. On the other hand, rhizomes, like ginger, are underground stems that grow horizontally, shooting up new plants as they go. They're the reason why some plants are so good at colonizing new areas. But the subterranean realm isn't just about survival and spreading, it's also a hotbed for the production of unorganized drugs. These are bioactive compounds produced by plants, often as a defense mechanism against pests or diseases. For example, the bark of the willow tree contains salicylic acid, which we use in aspirin. Similarly, the opium poppy's latex is the source of morphine and codeine, potent painkillers used in medicine. By understanding plants, we not only appreciate nature's beauty, but also its incredible utility. These subterranean marvels don't just keep plants alive and thriving, they also offer us valuable resources and medicines. So next time you look at a plant, remember there's a whole world beneath your feet, working tirelessly for the survival of the green canopy above and the life it sustains.